I think if you ask someone traditionally what a philanthropist is, we think of top hats and walking canes, big buildings or hospitals with people's names on it. I think what Community Shares does that's really unique is it allows all of us to imagine ourselves as philanthropists.
2/3 of all gifts actually come from people that make $60,000 a year or less.
A philanthropist looks like me. A philanthropist looks like my 3-year-old son.
That's people like you and me. We're really the people that are funding philanthropy in America.
There's this incredible niche that Community Shares fills by creating a space for these 100 nonprofit organizations who you wouldn't otherwise think of together as a group.
I think how Community Shares was founded is incredibly inspiring. It was a group of 8 smaller nonprofits here in Colorado that said, why isn't there a giving fund that raises money for groups like us? Instead of changing how other people are funding nonprofits, let's just create our own fund. And so that started out as the alternative fund and became Community Shares. And so we really are a fund that funds nonprofits the way they want to be funded.
We can do more together than we can individually, and you can't beat Community Shares.
It's just a really different dynamic by working with Community Shares and having Community Shares as truly a partner than it is working with sort of a more traditional funding relationship.
One of the things that we've always done at Community Shares is encourage each donor to decide where their dollars go.
Their mix of organizations that they have allows everybody to be able to find an organization that they get excited about and want to donate to.
It touches on the things that we care about the most in the community and the things that make our community vibrant and healthy and a wonderful place to live.
What's wonderful about Community Shares is that the portfolio of organizations that they have is very diverse.
Arts, the environment, media, animal welfare, social justice. A community can't just survive, it needs to thrive.
You can follow that dollar right back to the organization that you care most about, the mission that's most important to you, and the impact that you want it to have in the community.
Your money doesn't go off somewhere else. It stays right here. When you give money, that's like a vote. It's your way of saying, this is what I believe in.
Change in our community cannot come forth without a sense of common beliefs, common values, common partnerships.
So it's through my giving that I'm able to have a direct impact in how the community is shaped.
That means that everyone should see themselves in their giving options. So we bring in nonprofits that aren't always represented and groups that are underrepresented.
We're not one of those organizations that has commercials or national campaigns and the NFL doesn't support us. We're just right there on the corner. We're the place that people in the neighborhood come to.
You look out and you said, I did that, or I'm a part of that. I have a voice in that.
That's where I want my money to go. That's how I want to support my community. And that's where I'm going to see my community get better and grow.
We can affect change, we can have impact by just $1 at a time at our workplace.
Our average gift at Community Shares is $1 a day, and it's amazing what our nonprofits can do with that amount.
$1 a day makes a big difference in helping us serve the thousands of people that we do every year.
That $1 a day is just a small, easy way to start as a philanthropist in Colorado and watch it grow.
Whether you're giving $1 a day or $1,000 a month, little becomes much when we put it together.
What really brings me joy is to know that I am partnering with everybody else I work with my friends that work at other Community Shares workplaces.
Hundreds of donors doing that all together through Community Shares, I think, is what is so powerful about the organization.
We are raising literally millions of dollars for nonprofits in the community. I mean, how wonderful is that?
It's simple, it's easy, it's convenient.
Every month I'm a philanthropist, I don't even think about it because it's coming out of my paycheck.
Workplace giving just makes sense. You're there, why not give together?
You and the folks that you work with every single day are able together to give to the charities and the causes that you care about.
What a lot of people don't know is that workplace giving is actually the most cost-effective of all fundraising methods. And not a lot of nonprofits have access to it. So the work that we're doing in Colorado to make sure grassroots local nonprofits are included makes a big difference.
Women's Beam Project doesn't participate in any other workplace giving programs and wouldn't if it weren't for Community Shares. It gives us a reach out into the community that we wouldn't have otherwise.
Through workplace giving, Community Shares is able to reach out to more than 250,000 donors in Colorado.
It can be really challenging to tap into groups of donors without having a partner like Community Shares.
It comes out of your paycheck and goes directly to that organization. It's hard to imagine an easier way to make an impact on the community.
I'm not just going to work. I'm not just here for a paycheck. I'm here because I'm doing good for my family, but I'm also looking out for my neighbors.
When we say every dollar makes a difference, it's not a slogan. It's a promise we make to people. Our workplace donors' average gift really is $1 a day. And with that, over 25 years, we've raised more than $20 million for Colorado nonprofits.
I think sometimes people have a misperception that perhaps they only have $25 to give and $25 can't make a difference. For all those people, I want to say $25 can make a difference.
When I open the doors at Denham in the morning, there are people waiting for our services. And they've been waiting, and it's cold and it's wet. And the only way that we can open those doors is through the support that we get in the community through Community Shares and workplace giving.
When we give together incrementally as a community, it really does add up.
Why don't you have a campaign already?
It may actually change your life.
I am a philanthropist, and if you want to know what one looks like, look in the mirror, look at yourself. You are a philanthropist.